Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's time for Faith and Fashion with your girl Trish M. We are at Trish M, the boutique where we ship out all the good in the hood that y'all want. Okay, listen, I'm super excited about today, y'all. We're shake, rattle, and rolling. Y'all know we got faith and we got fashion uh on this episode today. And let me tell y'all what I'm working with. Okay. Are y'all ready? Your girl is working with. Let's get this faith out of the way. Because before we get off, we're gonna get more than faith. We're gonna get that food for your soul that's gonna make you whole. Okay, help you get your whole life. Y'all say whole life. That's right, whole life. Got that food for your soul that's gonna help you get your whole life. All right. So do me a favor before we tap into this. Share this broadcast, start a watch party, tag your girl from around the way and say Trish M is live at the boutique. Okay. I'm super excited today, y'all. I'm gonna push you to another level. Okay, another level of greatness, another level of divine purpose. I got Facebook. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I got my Instagram family. There we go. Got my Instagram family online as well. But look, y'all, your girl is rocking out today in our Faith, Hope, Love maxi dress. Super cute. I'm rocking out in a size medium. Medium is going to fit your 10, 12. We have large, extra large, all the way up to a 2X. So curvy girls, we got you. Okay, curvy girls. And I can't forget my fabulous by Trish M stainless steel necklace that I've had for years. Doesn't fade, doesn't tarnish. Absolutely amazing. I'm rocking it in silver. I don't wear silver that often, but I do wear silver. Okay. So check this out at Shop Trish M. And y'all know we always got the statement. The statement is always in the building. The statement tool dress for any event, special occasion. It comes from small to a 3X. And I'm rocking out. This is mine in the large. It'll fit up to 10, 12, 14, somewhere in there. Elastic waist on the stretch. And I don't know if y'all can see this. I know my Instagram family can't see this, but we have the statement midi. This is in black. Let me see if I move my little flower. Can y'all see it? The statement midi. Okay. I love this. And coming soon to a website near you. Be fabulous. And don't apologize, graphic tee. I can't wait. Now, our graphic tee, Be Fabulous and Don't Apologize, is going to be available in black, pink, and yellow. I'm super excited about that. But the statement tool, midi dress, midi skirt, oh my gosh, it's such a statement. This is in black. I have it in light pink. We have it in fuchsia pink. Let's see, white. You can get this in so many colors. Now, the statement mini skirt that you're looking at right now, this is one size that's going to fit up to an extra large. But the rest of them, okay, the statement, the regular original statement comes up to a 3X. All right, y'all, check us out at shoptrishub.com. Y'all, we have a lot of amazing things that we've added to the site. Like if you like my fishnets, which a lot of y'all love my fishnets, okay, I rock the leopard fishnets with the statement tool in pink. It's called Leopard Me Fishnet Stockings. I have these in the Line Me Up where the lines go down. I have the rhinestones. Okay, the rhinestones they're coming up to being one of my favorites. I got the swirl for your girls, okay? Y'all check them out. They're under our new arrivals. We have a tab called Hosiery. Check them out. They are so fabulous. Grab you a pair today. All right, so that's your fashion inspo. Let's get into the faith. Y'all ready to rock out with your girl on another level when it comes to your faith? Let's see what we're talking about today. Our thing, we're talking about faith without works, okay? Faith without works is dead. And what are you doing with what you believe? Oh, that's a Selah moment, okay? I don't know about you, but God has given me visions. He's given me dreams of next level kind of things, right? And at first I was like, okay, I had this dream. I said, this vision. I could see myself this. I could see myself that. But at some point I had to ask myself, well, if God gave you that vision, if God gave you that dream, what are you doing to make it happen? Or because some of us have taken the step, but what are you doing for the next step? What are you doing for the next phase? Because here's the thing, in James, we can see this in James chapter 2. James tells us that faith and action, they go hand in hand. I can't say that, okay, God gave me this dream without taking a step. But then here, some of us will take the step and then forget the multiple steps that come after that, because the multiple steps seem a little harder to obtain. A lot of times after we take that first step, to maintain that step, there are so many more steps that we have to take. And some of us are afraid of the next few steps because we may not have the support, we may not have the money, we may not have the time, we may not have. See, there are so many excuses as to why we can say, hey, I know I'm supposed to take this next step, but right? And so we put it on hold. So the first step is done. Woo, woo, hallelujah. There's a little bit of faith with works. But then when your faith gets stagnant, right? And I can say your faith gets stagnant when you don't take the next steps, because the next steps may be requiring a whole lot more of you. The next steps will require a whole lot more of me. And we have to ask ourselves, are we willing to take that next step and the next few steps? Because here's the thing that we gotta understand. Faith is the believing part, but the works demonstrate what you believe. And you can't stop after you take the first step. That's right. We can't stop. It don't stop there. So we gotta keep going. So we know that faith requires action. We think about Peter walking on the water, right? So Peter told Jesus, he said, Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you. Jesus said, come on, Peter, I got you. Peter takes the step, but then, we all know this story, which is infamous, that though he saw the wind, which means that Peter saw the results of him stepping out on faith. Let me tell you something. When you step out on faith, you're going to see the wind. You're going to receive the results of you stepping out on faith, meaning that frustration is going to come. Lack may be there. The support might not be there. That's you seeing the wind. Peter saw the wind. Peter saw what was happening as he began to take those steps, and Peter got scared. I'll never forget, I saw the wind. I tell y'all this story. It will forever be my testimony. When God challenged me to start my translation companies over 17 years ago, I started like, yes, faith here goes to work, check. Right. And then the wind came. What was the wind for me? After 1 year, the wind was blowing real hard. After 1 year of being in business, I had accumulated $125 in sales for that business. To me, that was the wind blowing super hard and daring me to continue on with what God said. So your girl got a little scared, okay? I was like, Peter, I took that first step, the wind started blowing, and I was like, oh, Jesus, help me, Lord, help me. Help me. And then, or better yet, what I said was, Lord, let me help you. Let me go back to my daytime job and I work this part-time. But God was like, baby, that is not what I told you to do. And so a lot of times when we feel like we have to help God out, it's like that's a part of the win. We feel like we have to help God out because we feel the effects of the first step. Peter took the first step on the water and he felt the effect of the first step. The effect of the first step wasn't pleasant. It was hard and it was testing him. And because he began to feel the effect of the first step, trouble came his way. He was like, okay, Jesus, I need some help. And that was me. So I want to ask you, everybody that's watching me, how has the wind blown on your faith walk? Okay, think about it because it's a Selah moment. How has the wind blown on your faith walk? How have you become discouraged? Some of you may be stepping out on faith, putting yourself out there in hopes that your husband will find you, or in hopes that your business will grow, in hopes that your promotion will come. And you're doing different things, but you feel like the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing, and you feel the effects of the wind of you stepping out, doing something different, positioning yourself differently, and you feel the effects of the wind. I have to tell you, Keep taking the steps. We cannot be like Peter and stop taking the steps. We got to keep going. This is the way we roll, we roll. MC Hammer, y'all. Okay, circle 19, something. This is we rolling hard when it comes to our faith. We can't shy back because the wind blew and we got a little. Here's the thing. The next thing I want you to realize is that as you take these steps and the wind is blowing, your obedience is still key. Faith requires divine instructions even when it don't make sense. Like it did not make sense in my first year that $125 was in my, well, not really in my bank account, but I went back to track exactly what we were doing, and $125 was all I could trace. So in looking at that sight, right? Sight wanted me to say, oh, forget your faith and do something different. But vision had to speak louder than sight, because vision would let me know, girl, let me tell you something. You're struggling now, but hold on just a little while longer, honey. I came to tell somebody today, hold on just a little while longer, because I'm telling you, that $125 is about to change, okay? It's about to grow. That wind blowing in your face, even though it's strong, I'm telling you, it's about to calm down in the name of Jesus, because God has breakthrough on your horizon. And so I want to talk to somebody today that felt the wind and still feel stuck. But God is saying, listen, even when the wind is blowing, I'm still looking to see if you're going to have faith. Even when the storm comes, I'm still trying to see if you'll keep walking and have faith. Trish, you had to tell me, Trish, even though you only saw $125, if you trust me, you hold on. I'm going to show you something you ain't never seen before financially. And so I continued to trust God. And here I am today with a company that has made no less than six figures every year after that. I mean, it has just been an amazing journey. But when that wind blew, right? When that wind blew on me, I wanted to be Peter. I wanted to follow, be like, okay, Jesus, you help me. I'm just going to do what you tell me to do and follow you and all of that stuff. But God is saying, listen, there are some Peters in this season. The world is shaking. So much is going on, and your faith is being tested. And God is saying, if you can still trust me, even with the wind blowing strong in your face, if you can still trust me, even through trial and tribulations and situations, if you can still trust me in the midst of your storm and continue to walk on the water, you're going to see an overflow that the wind can't stop, because faith requires works. Works require you to walk on faith even when storms come. And so that's a part of your work. And so here's the thing I had to think about. What made me want to stop walking on the water? Well, here's the thing. Fear crept in. Doubt crept in. Disbelief crept in. Well, maybe God will do it in another season, not right now. Maybe I jumped the gun, because we always expect God to just do it, and it's supposed to just be smooth. But when God does something, we got to understand how God does things. He does things first to test us, right? He will test us. And in testing comes trials, tribulations, and situations. And so a lot of times when in that time of testing is human nature, our flesh wants to revert back to comfort zones. So we want to easily go to comfort zones. I remember after my first year, I wanted to go back to teaching because that was my comfort zone. And at least I was getting a steady paycheck in my comfort zone. And so God is telling us in this season, I'm requiring discomfort in this season, because discomfort is going to stretch you. And not only is it going to stretch you, but it's going to stretch your faith, your trust, and your dependency on me. And so think about, why are you hesitant this season to really continue to walk on water? Why are you hesitant? Some of us to even take the first step. And some of us have taken the first step, but the wind keep blowing. It's like that storm ain't dying down no time soon. God said, yes, it is. Stay faithful, stay true, and stay hopeful. All right. And here's another point. Faith in action looks different for everyone. For some, it may look like starting a business. For others, it may be writing a book. Some, it may be going back to school. Some of us need to be reconciled back into a relationship, a marriage with someone. And that's going to take you out of your comfort zone. You just got to forgive. You got to forgive and trust what God is doing. Some of us, God is requiring you to step up in ministry and do more. So faith in action looks different for everyone. You just have to be okay with what your different is. All right. And so, you have to ask God, ask yourself, what has God placed in my heart that I'm afraid of doing? What has God placed in my heart that I took the step and now I'm backing back because I don't like the storm that's trying to come? I don't like that it's not going easy for me. I don't like it. And so you have to sit back and you have to evaluate it. You have to figure that thing out. So here are practical steps, right? For me, for you, practical biblical steps that if we're going to really do this faith with works things to see manifestation, we got to, one, write the vision. We see that in Habakkuk chapter 2. Two, we got to take one step at a time. I tell people all the time, when God has given you a big vision and you want to do so much, it's like you're trying to do it all in one motion. And God is saying, no, that's not how you do it. I was just empowering women the other day. I said, God has given you a big vision and a big plan. And sometimes where the failure comes in is us trying to do it all at once and thinking that because we can't do it all at once, it just ain't going to happen. How do you eat an elephant? You do it one bite at a time. You work with what you got until you can get what you want. That's how we're going to chew on this thing. And that's how we are going to be who we need to be for the glory of the Lord. So we write the vision. We take one step at a time. We surround ourselves with faith-filled people. You got to surround yourself with people that are going to empower you, strengthen you, talk to you, tell you, encourage you, challenge you, all the things. Okay. So after we write the vision, we taking the steps, surrounding ourselves with the right people. And we got to speak life over our actions, speak life over your vision, because there's power of life and death in your tongue. And wherever you're going, you got to believe that you're going to be tested in the route that you're going. The wind is going to blow. The storm is going to come. It may feel like a tornado or a hurricane, but can you keep stepping in the midst of it? This is where you have to have a Selah moment, a come to Jesus moment with yourself. Okay. All right. So speak life. And then the next thing, we got to have, share how God is really empowering you every step of the way. So find little wins in the process of what you're doing and share testimonies with people. Find little wins and share testimonies with people. Find little wins, because my little win was, hey, I was able to buy a little bit of this for my business. I'll come back to it later and do the rest later, but I'm doing it bit by bit, a little time after a little time. And that's how we just going to make this thing happen. So find little wins that you can share your faith testimony on, the progressions that you have made. And so as I close this thing out, I pray that this has blessed you. I want to encourage you to write down one faith move that you need to make this week. What is your faith move? Because some of us have already taken the steps. It's a matter of taking the next steps. Right? Some of us just need to take the first step. So what is your faith move? What is your bold faith move? And what I want you to do in understanding what that bold faith move is, I want you to pray for the boldness to actually walk it out, because it sounds good. It seems good. Like, this is not me trying to hype you up, get you crunk and be like, yeah. And then when the video goes off, it's like, what just happened? Okay, God, I said I was about that life, but then, now I'm in the moment and now I'm second guessing that. And so you got to ask God to give you the boldness and the obedience to take the action that you need. Okay. Faith without works is dead, but don't let that storm turn you around. That's part of your works, to go through the storm. And David said in Psalms, he said in the book of Psalms, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because you are in the midst of something right now that doesn't seem so certain, or you see glimpses of certainty, but you need more. I want to challenge you to go after that more. Go hard or go home. All right, y'all. It's your girl Trish M. I'm checking out. Make sure to tune in next week to another fabulous episode of Faith and Fashion with Trish M at Trish M Boutique. I'm looking forward to empowering you, strengthening you, and encouraging your faith to go harder for the things that God has placed in your heart. Make sure to tag someone that missed this, share the broadcast, follow our page if you're not following us on Facebook, Trish M Boutique, Instagram, Trish M Boutique, YouTube, Trish M Boutique. We're even on, what's the little TikTok? We're on the little TikTok. Yeah, we on TikTok, okay? Follow us and keep up with the latest and greatest. Sign up for our newsletter. We got amazing things going on. I'm super excited. I pray that you experience God in a phenomenal way that's going to blow your mind. Remember, faith without works is dead. Keep it moving, Susan. We got stuff to do. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. But stay tuned. Next week is on and popping with another fabulous episode of Faith and Fashion with your girl, Trish M. Bye.